감사합니다.
So, last time, I asked you guys for your unpopular K-pop opinions, and today, I'm reacting to some of them because some of them were genuinely insane. Let's go. First one. This person said people are too dramatic about Heeseung leaving Enhypen. A Kpop idol's death is so much worse than Heeseung being kicked out of Enhypen. I think I already replied to this person, but there were lots of similar comments, so I picked this one because of the last sentence. Firstly, a death is very different from an idol leaving a group. Those are two different situations, and you can't expect people to react to them in the same way. That would be really weird. About Engenes being dramatic, I do not think they were dramatic at all. Yes, there were some Engenes that were extreme, but I do not think dramatic is the word to use for any of them. Heeseung was in Enhypen for 6 whole years, and most Engenes started standing them from their survival show, Illit, so there was already a lot of emotional connection. His departure was also very sudden, and there was nothing to indicate that he was planning to leave the group, so no one was prepared for it. I'm not a big Engenes, but when I saw those announcements 2 months ago, I couldn't believe it and I thought it was an April Fool's joke. But it wasn't even April yet. Enhypen is just one of those groups that seem like they would stay complete forever. You would not expect that any of them would leave. They seemed like they would stay 7 forever. I'm a really big Blink, and I love the girls so much. But if you told me 2 months ago that Blackpink and Enhypen would lose a member each, I would believe you about Blackpink but not about Enhypen. If I feel this way about this situation, imagine how the Engenes that have been supporting them for 6 years felt. I do believe that some Engenes were being extreme by harassing the other members and other idols, dropping comments about him under posts that are unrelated and more, but the other reactions are very valid in my opinion. Next, this person said, you can love a group without having to defend every little move and mistake they do. Idols are humans, and if you really understand that, you won't defend your faves every mistake because mistakes happen to every human and it's nothing to be ashamed of. I agree with this so much. I think a lot of pop stans believe that being a fan means that you have to support your idol no matter what they do, which is very wrong. You should be able to call out idols when they do something wrong so they don't get comfortable acting like that in the future because they know you are going to defend them anyways. There's nothing shameful about admitting that your idol did something wrong and making them take accountability for their actions. Because like this person said, idols are humans like you and me, and it is human to make mistakes and admit that you did, and also making sure it doesn't happen again. This one says Blackpink and BTS are overrated and they're not the best. They just have the biggest fan base out of every group. There were lots of comments like this one saying BTS and BLACKPINK are overrated and other groups deserve their fame. All I have to say is that they are this popular for a reason, and saying an artist is overrated will never sit right with me because the people that rate them are their own fans, and I don't really see how that affects anybody. Everyone thinks that the artist they like is the best, and they are probably going to think that the artist you like is overrated too. About saying that another group or artist deserves their fame, all I have to say is then give it to them. Their fame comes from their fandoms. Fans make artists famous, not the other way. The only way for artists to gain fame is for their company to promote them well and hope that it works and it gets people interested in them. I honestly don't know what you expect people to do when you say these things. Do you expect their fans to just stop focusing on them and give the fame to the people you believe deserve them? I really want to know. The next one says people stopped loving Enhypen the second they debuted because they didn't actually like them. They just wanted to be a predebut fan. I don't know much about Enhypen, but I can confirm that a lot of pop fans are so obsessed with being predebut fans. It's like there's an award for people that started standing a group before they debut. Every time a group's debut is announced, I see people mostly talking about how they are predebut fans and nothing about the potential members. I promise you that there's no difference between you and someone that discovers them years later. They wouldn't be able to tell you apart. I'm not saying that supporting a group before debut is wrong. A lot of people have been with some groups since their survival shows, and I'm sure the idols appreciate the love, but at the end of the day, we are all just fans, and if all you care about is getting the predebut fan tag without tuning in for their releases, Then, what is the point? This person said people act like idols who debuted young didn't have a choice. They wanted to debut. This mindset is so wrong. Lots of idols debuted as young as 13. Of course they wanted to debut. They see all of these amazing and talented people on their screens and they want to be like them. That is not strange and it is not hard to understand. What is strange is their parents allowing them to go into an industry that is known to exploit and destroy at such a young age when they don't understand what they are being put through. When they don't even know they are being abused and they don't know how to ask for help if they do because they think it is something they have to endure to make their dreams come true. Even adults can't escape this industry's cruelty, but you expect these minors to understand them? Twice as Geo has been in the industry for over 20 years and she isn't even 30 yet. Do you understand how young she was when her parents released her into the industry? You think she knew what she was getting into? I remember there was a show that was cancelled last year for having kids as young as 5. The survival show was titled Under 15. The name is creepy enough in itself, but they were going to make these kids compete to be in a group. The kids wanted to participate, of course. They would have been excited to be like the idols they watch, but do you think they knew what they were getting into? You think they know about the endless practice and few hours of sleep? You think they knew about the dieting and the revealing outfits? No, they did not. The people responsible for their safety are the adults around them who obviously failed them. Saying that minors wanted to debut and they should suck it up is victim blaming and we shouldn't do that. Last one. This person said the visual position shouldn't exist. It causes a lot of controversy because the idol with the position is only recognized for their visuals and not at all for their talent. Okay, we all know that K-pop is built around visuals. Everything has to be visually appealing from the members to their music videos and stages. But it is very sad to see people prioritize visuals over talent. Companies will literally choose a pretty person over a talented one just so the group can look good. I'm not saying it is bad for idols to be beautiful, but prioritizing that over being able to sing or dance is very crazy and companies are not stopping until you'll stop defending untalented idols with at least they are beautiful. I feel the same way about maknae being a somewhat official position. Okay. That's all for today. Let me know if you want me to talk about anything else or if I should react to more Kpop opinions, and don't forget to comment your own opinion on these opinions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.